getting active. According to tweets by Welch World affiliates, about a week after the death of Neef, Tay would be arrested due to being suspected of numerous gun-related incidents, including the murders of Sess and Neef. However, it seemed that the police simply didn't have enough evidence to charge him for those murders at the time, and instead he would be charged with 2 attempted murders in relation to this would take him off the streets right when the low end was getting scorching hot.
I had 2 attempts. I beat them in 2012.
Following his arrest, Welch World members would post to social media saying free him, paying respects, posting photos of Tay in jail, and even creating the Free Tay shirts. Unfortunately, while Tay was incarcerated, the already hot war in Welch World would get even hotter and even more complicated, as rivalries with numerous local gangs would intensify and affiliates would soon begin fighting amongst themselves. As Tay Savage, Welch World's most feared bully, incarcerated, the members of the crew formerly known as So Icy would begin to bicker amongst themselves. One of these members would also post an angry message on Facebook accusing Welch World affiliated rap crew, the Buck 20 Brick Boys, of being fake for not paying for Tay's bond, despite acting like they were making money. The post would even get a reply from a member of their op, the Av, who would actually laugh at Tay's predicament, saying that she wished Tay would die in jail and that he would be the next one killed. However, while Welch World's beef with the Av was escalating, they were by no means the only ops in the lower.
19 states have seceded. The United States Army ramps up activity. The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as to Florida.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And some room to work. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Again, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Now inside the 25. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side, Swift. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown, and the Eagles use the the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain play. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now it's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by... Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Hurts to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
On first down, Hurts. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the error pass. 4th down coming up.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Swift on the counter, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
At the Rams' 38-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles are able to convert there on fourth. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all three timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those three timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're inside some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick-6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. But once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw is Stafford.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Final shot before the break. Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The final shot before break. Stafford going up top for Kupp.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Third quarter starts with a run from Gainwell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to Gainwell here on second down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make.
And there were several indications that there might have been some issues between these two crews. One old screenshot from Tay's Instagram by Reddit, he was seen implying that he had beaten up and robbed GBE member Taydo of his chain and watch. Tay would later address these rumors in a 16-shot interview, admitting that there had been an altercation between the two, but denying ever robbing him.
Because I had seen something, they said, like, you had robbed him or something?
Yeah. Hell no. Nah, I ain't supposed to say that.
Yeah, was it like an altercation at all? Like, what?
It was an altercation. Got really blown out of proportion. Tato, I know.
Another rumor would also claim that Tay had beaten up Ball out and robbed his chain. Again, Tay would comment on this rumor in his DJU interview, calling it a misunderstanding.
And they said something about robbing Ball out?
Man, yeah, that was some
Allegedly?
Yeah, that was some allegedly. But it was really just really misunderstanding that.
Yeah.
And then, in yet another occasion, Tay's close friend Mubu Crump would tweet to GBE Capo, accusing him of dissing Welch and threatening to beat him up like they did Ball out. However, there was seemingly never anything past these few skirmishes, and recently Tay appeared to be hanging out with both Chief Keef and Taydo at a club together with Lil Reese. In many ways, Tay had become the connector between many of the fractured and warring gang sets all over Chicago. And these friendships, as well as the altercations and his reputation as a bully, made him a legendary figure in the Chicago drill scene before he had rapped a single lyric. However, it would be years before he made the decision to enter the rap scene himself.
Remember when we first met? It was at Reese's. You shared those cookies? That's when I knew we'd be friends. And even after all this time, we're still inseparable.
For the time being, he would continue to cultivate a serious reputation for himself in the streets rather than in the studio. Despite the rise of Chicago drill music in 2011...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good...
Incarceration was still the same, with Welsh World still being close allies with CHF 46 and OBN, or the Oakboy Nation, who was heavily allied with Welsh World under their 0439 joint gang set, which combined both sets' main streets, 43rd and 39th. And they were still beefing with the same sets, including 051 Young Money, the Rock Boys, Lake Park, aka Suwoo or TTB, Lawless, and of course, the app. And it seems that they were in the low end
position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
They run it again with Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. A give running right is Chubb.
And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
On first down, it's Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Watson.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. They go up the middle with Chubb.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Elijah Moore
From 4 yards out. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was like a witness type. A big one. My bad, a big one.
He pointed me out, saying that I the other guy that was with him was a regular civilian. He like a police officer.
However, Tay's case wouldn't be considered trustworthy until November. According to police reports, on the 4th of November, when Tay was in custody, detectives would indeed take him to be interviewed regarding the murder of Seth, which would prompt Tay to ask the detectives what had taken them so long to finally come and get him. Tay would deny his involvement in the murder of Seth, but he would tell detectives that one of the theories was that Seth and Neith had killed his friend Welch. Soon after, he would invoke his right for attorney, and the interrogation was terminated. 2 days after that interview, on the 6th of November 2013, the news would report that he would officially have been charged for the murder of Seth, and his mugshot would be circulated in Chicago news articles all about the murder. After this, Tay's cases would seemingly move slowly, during which time he would remain in jail, while his friends would post on social media.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Detroit Lions. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. first carry for James Conner. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. That brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup play. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Goff. That is incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a walk.
I think her sister, a few of her friends, all of them were saying they went to high school with me and everything, and they knew that I did. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, how I beat it.
Just get rid of the football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing now is Murray.
His throw incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up. They can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to get this down